Join me as I embark on a journey through the sands of time to unearth the origins of Islam. We're delving deep into history, from the profound revelations of Prophet Muhammad to the transformation of Arabia's social and political landscape. This story isn't just about faith, it's a tale of resilience, profound messages, and the impact that shaped history and continues to inspire millions today. Let's get into it. Why is it so important to understand Islam's origins? For believers, it's a foundation of faith. For scholars, it's a complex puzzle of history and human development. And for those curious about the world, it's a topic that bridges the past and present. Islam's origins aren't just religious, but intersect with cultural, social, and historical narratives. Exploring them helps us see not only what Islam stands for, but also the historical moments and figures that shaped its path. To understand Islam's emergence, we need to look at 7th century Arabia. Pre-Islamic Mecca was a cultural crossroads, alive with trade, poetry, and spiritual practices. However, it was also a fractured society, marked by tribal rivalries and stark class divides. People worshipped idols, seeking blessings for wealth and power, but poverty and injustice were rampant. This was the world into which Muhammad was born in 570 CE. A world in need of unity, justice, and compassion. Raised as an orphan, Muhammad was known for his honesty and compassion, earning him the title Al-Amin, the Trustworthy. However, it was at age 40, during a retreat to the cave of Hira, that his life and history would forever change. According to Islamic tradition, the angel Gabriel appeared to him, relaying a message from Allah. Over the years, Muhammad received revelations that would form the Quran, seen by Muslims as the final, unalterable word of God. These revelations weren't abstract. They directly addressed the moral, social, and spiritual challenges facing society. Muhammad's message was revolutionary. He called for monotheism, urging Meccans to abandon idol worship and submit to one God, Allah. But he also preached justice, kindness, and equality. In a society divided by wealth and tribal status, Muhammad's message challenged the status quo, emphasizing the equality of all believers under one creator. This radical vision attracted the marginalized, the poor, the oppressed, and even some from the influential Quraysh tribe. It was a movement rooted not just in theology, but in societal change. As Muhammad's followers grew, so did the backlash. Meccan leaders saw his teachings as a threat to their wealth and power, fearing that monotheism would undermine the lucrative pilgrimage economy centered around idol worship. Muslims faced intense persecution, with many suffering harassment, torture, and exile. This opposition reached a turning point with the Hijra, the migration from Mecca to Medina, in 622 CE. This journey wasn't just an escape, it marked the beginning of the Islamic calendar and symbolized a new era for the faith. In Medina, Muhammad and his followers established the first Muslim community. This wasn't just a religious movement, it was a social and political experiment in unity and governance. Muhammad acted as a leader, establishing treaties, laws, and a social structure based on Islamic principles. The Constitution of Medina was a groundbreaking document allowing Muslims and non-Muslims to coexist under a shared legal framework. It's here that Islam took on its role as not just a faith, but a comprehensive way of life, influencing every aspect of community governance and individual conduct. After years of struggle and building alliances, Muhammad returned triumphantly to Mecca in 630 CE. In an act of profound forgiveness, he granted amnesty to many of those who once opposed him. The idols surrounding the Kaaba were removed, re-establishing it as a sacred house of monotheistic worship. This moment solidified Islam's presence in Arabia, symbolizing a unifying faith capable of transcending tribal loyalties. The message of Islam had finally taken root. Following Muhammad's death, Islam continued to expand, spreading across the Middle East, North Africa, and beyond. The rapid expansion of the Islamic Empire brought a fusion of cultures, traditions, and knowledge. Islamic principles influenced governance, science, art, and literature, laying the groundwork for what would become one of the world's most enduring civilizations. But this spread also led to questions, debates, and diverse interpretations of Islam's core teachings. Scholars today still debate the origins of Islam. Some, like Dr. Patricia Crone and Fred Donner, examine Islam's early texts, looking for historical clues about its emergence. While some argue that Islam was divinely revealed, others suggest it developed through cultural and historical interactions, absorbing elements from Judaism, Christianity, and Arabian traditions. While perspectives vary, it's clear that the origins of Islam are as complex and nuanced as the faith itself. So what do we learn from Islam's origins? Beyond faith, it's a story of transformation, resilience, and unity in the face of adversity. Whether seen as divine revelation or historical development, Islam's beginnings reveal a powerful force for change that reshapes societies and continues to influence our world today. Thanks for joining this exploration. If this journey sparked your curiosity, like, subscribe, and let's discuss your thoughts in the comments. Don't miss our next deep dive, where we explore the legacies of other great world religions.